Gathered strength, every vessel ignited with it, and I was flooded with ancient images that reached back to the dawn of our kind.
I knew you were alive. I could feel your presence almost as if you were calling to me. Were you meant for me to search you out, and why did you not make your presence known to me?
And deny myself the pleasure of watching your bold recklessness, your sheer will to survive. You scrawled my name across all the walls of Europe. You astonish me, Lestat. After 2,000 years, I so enjoy being astonished.
Tell me everything. I want to know it all. When I drank from you, I saw a magnificent tree, and Celts, Druids, and 2 Egyptians, Akasha and Enki. It was Akasha and Enki.
Ah, so you believe the myth to be true, then?
I don't know. There's so much I don't know. That is why I have come to the source. Is it true we all go mad or into the fire?
Most of us do. Oh, it takes stamina to live forever. You might have that kind of stamina. It remains to be seen. But unlike mortals, we have the luxury of time and many lifetimes. They only have one. Imagine. No chance of making amends. No chance for a new beginning. Do you really wish to live forever?
Yes.
Then you must live out one complete human lifetime as soon as you can.
I had a life. Paris with Nicholas.
A young man's life. You need to suffer loss. See others die. Feel the passage of time.
I have suffered loss. It drove me into the earth.
You must have this lifetime as plunge into it completely. Embrace all that life has to offer, the best and worst of it. The best and worst in yourself. And then, when it is done, stand back and question that lifetime until you find peace with what you are.
How can I find peace when I am driven to kill every night? Marius, am I evil?
You believe you are.
Yes. I cannot shake the belief that killing is wrong. I still want to do what is right and good, even when all I want is blood.
Compelling dilemma. And I wonder how you will
trying to help me.
I cannot teach what one lifetime can. Go! Plunge into the stream.
You mean for me to go now? You haven't told me anything yet.
I have told you what you must do. Now, I am required elsewhere.
Please don't send me away. I cannot bear the loneliness.
And so you will make others. Only choose them with care. Do not act impulsively as I did with Armand. I did not see his emptiness. He cannot feel or love. He is the worst crime I ever committed against my own kind. I shall regret him till the end of time.
One last question. Have you found peace?
The new world! That is the place for you. Be the first of our kind there. There is a barbaric little city on the southern coast. I think you will find it interesting.
I left Marius for nothing found the sea crossings difficult, and solitude prohibited. But as my ship finally approached the ragged coastline, I felt the past slip away. I put aside my old dilemma, put aside all thoughts of good and evil, and set out to live my one lifetime.
What more could one expect of something new? A feast of saints and sinners, a homespun web of bold beginnings. This new world boasts a most collective stew. And so indeed I'll plunge into the stream. Here regret no longer lingers. New passions here I'll cling to. In America I'll reconstruct my dream. The German and the Irish flock here with hope and family, and melody of language fills the streets. Like myself, there are French who bring their old world common sense, while the Spanish bring their fine nobility. The tribal garb and manners of the free people of color seem strange to me when others are enslaved. This New Orleans, this melting pot, is overflowing with cast-offs who've been dragged or freely came across the waves. And they smear in the streets as they shout out the windows. Welcome to the new world of the Cajun and the Creole. Welcome to the new world, you breeding pumped up Europeans. Shake loose your pious shackles, boys of the good old superstition. Welcome to the new world, for a world of new beginnings. This port is filled with sailors bent on drunkenness and lechery, who quest a tavern filled with whores and rum. And while priests run round and blessing, any malcontent confessing, its parents there outnumbered by the scum. In this heady, growing city, I'll endeavor to remove the painful ghosts that haunt my memory. Invigorated by the thought, starting here anew, and revitalized by everything I see. of some means.
Not interested in anything you have to offer.
And you must know you court disaster by drinking in a tavern filled with gamblers, thieves, and whores.
If they want my money, they can have it. If they want my life, they can have that too. It means nothing to me. I'm beyond caring.
What brings you to such despair, friend? Broken heart, failing fortune, death of a loved one,
I lost my wife and child.
and you have recently lost someone close to me. I know the pain and the feeling that it was somehow my fault.
Yes, I can't help thinking if only I had been there, I might have stopped her.
I think about that too if I had been there.
She hadn't been herself since the baby was born. She never wanted to hold the child. I couldn't understand it. We argued. I left the house angrily. Servants told me they saw her with the baby. Between French doors. I don't know if she fell or stepped off.
If it helps at all. I know that death was my friend's choice. No one could have stopped him.
To overcome the feeling that it was your fault.
I never have.
I didn't catch your name.
Just that. This is no place for gentlemen. Would you care to continue our conversation outside?
There's no bourbon out there.
Then we'll find a more respectable locale. Do you really wish to die, Louis?
Did I tell you my name? When did I tell you my name?
Do you wish to die?
Tried to kill myself, but I didn't have the courage.
What would you answer if I offered you a way to die and live again free of all mortal guilt and suffering?
Only God can do that.
As you can see, I could kill you in an instant. I could say, come with me or die. That is no choice. You must come willingly.
God, help me!
Your family is gone. Will you languish in guilt and remorse for the rest of your days without even the courage to take your own life, or will you find new meaning for yourself?
Are you the devil?
There is no devil.
But that is what the devil would say.
Listen to me. I am offering you the possibility of life without the devil or damnation. Are you willing to discover the answers to all your questions? Are you willing to live until the end of the world?
I am.
Then be very still.
Life will be different. I can hold against it. I will not give in to this thirst. I can hope.
Louis, I've just come from the opera where they are putting on the most excruciating version of the Magic Blues. Louis, you look dreadful.
Are we done with that?
Not this again.
Are we from the devil?
And the evening had begun so well.
If I am from the devil, then I must hate mortals. I do not. I love them more than I ever did in life. If I am not from the devil, what am I?
Morbid beyond description. There is no devil.
You don't know that. You only hope there isn't.
If you are so worried about being damned, why did you let me take you that night?
I want answers. You told me I would discover all the answers, but I know nothing more than I did then. Can I not return? Can I not go back?
told you over and over, this pain will pass, this longing to be mortal will ease with time.
It has not. It still consumes me. Why did you come to me that night? Of all the souls in the city, why come to me?
I was drawn to your tragic nature, I suppose.
You do not tell me I had to kill to live.
What do you think we are? But there is no reason to torture yourself. Think of us like a wolf who kills the hare in order to live. We don't blame him. It is his nature to kill.
We should be better than that.
Louis, you are so consumed with looking back you cannot see what lies before you. You have not begun to understand the gift I have given you.
Gift! You call this a gift? Where is the glory in this new me? Where is the feeling of achievement in the shadows of the evening? Where is the satisfaction in your killing creed? Who am I now? I don't know. I must question my existence and deal with your persistence that somehow, in some way, you set me free. I don't think that I can take another night of these instincts that I write. This overwhelming dread of feeling damned inside.
Oh God, help us just look at you, shrinking away from my point of view, showering me with your pious blame. The gift that I gave is exempt from shame. Embrace it. Embrace it. It makes no sense without the strength to push your grief aside. The pleasure you'll deny. Embrace it. Embrace it.
You seek my trust after your lies, but in this superficial splendor, the decades will seem endless, and will the drudgery of torment be my bride?
What lies are these of which you speak? Are you so blinded by contrition that you see in my position a failure to practice what I preach? I don't think that I can take another night of your craving for the light, the wilted flower act that questions wrong from right.
Oh God, help me just look at you, striding through hell with nothing to prove, a glorious ghost on infinity's views. And if it's to be, tell me, what should I do?
Embrace it. Embrace it.
How can it be that you achieve this condition with such ease? There's none of you in me.
Embrace it. Embrace it. So God help us to see it through, to Lucifer's angels are on the loose. Oh merciful and majestic void, the gift I bestowed is to be enjoyed. Embrace it. Embrace it.
What should I do with the likes of you? Your wildly reckless ways, your cunning to persuade.
Embrace it. Embrace it.
You chose your companion badly.
Yes, I seem to have a weakness there.
I'm leaving you. I want you to know that.
You don't have the courage.
Not now, but soon. One night you will wake up, and I will be gone.
He's too weak, he will never survive. Why do they all leave me? my hand.
Are you an angel?
Yes.
No, not yet. Not until it overtakes my reason. Not until I am blind with hunger.
Louis, I have brought someone to meet you. What have you done? She was orphaned.
Do you live here?
Yes, we do, and now you do too. I could not leave her to wander the streets. It's not safe.
Bastard!
Such language in front of our daughter.
Damn it, mistakes. I will have no part of this.
Why are you angry?
I am not angry with you.
The angel said you would like me.
Angel!
He told me you would look after me. Now that mother is gone,
What's your name?
Claudia,
Such a pretty face.
will you look after me?
Of course. Of course I will.
I've never had a father before.
And now you have two. Claudia. Claudia, I have something for you. Do you love her? I knew you'd love her.
Pretty.
Have you finished with your lessons?
Hours ago.
Where is Lucia Valette and wants to be paid? Claudia, where's the tutor?
Gone home.
He wouldn't have gone home without his payment. Where is he, Claudia?
I told you, Lestat. He's gone home.
Claudia!
Claudia! I have a gift for you.
Oh, another doll.
What's happened? Claudia!
I'm sorry, Louis. He was too harsh. Please don't be angry with me.
You cannot keep doing this.
I'll never do it again, I promise.
That's what she said after both maids and the coachman.
Darling, don't you understand? You put us in her place.
Of course she understands. She doesn't spite us.
Why would you want to spite us?
You know the rules of the house. I told you what would happen if you disobeyed us again.
Please stop crying. You're ruining your dress.
She's not crying. See? No blood tears.
Don't chastise me. I'm a child, acting as a child does. You ply me with lifeless dolls when what I want is blood. You took me from the streets to complete this union. Do you expect some little saint kneeling for communion? I want more. I want more. Look at you. You disapprove like two fussy mothers. Who are you to criticize the habits of another? Did I rock the family boat by dining on the help? Are I just a little beast? Well, I can't stop myself. I want more. I want more. I don't want their milk and honey. They can keep those finer teeth. I don't need their chocolate honey sweet. Stick it red for me. For everyone that comes along knocking on this door. Don't blame me, it's your fault that I want more.
It's not your fault. It's the stats.
My fault.
You're not loving enough to her.
I give her everything her black little heart desires, and still she does this.
She's trying to get your attention.
Look at me. I'm so sweet. I'm innocent and charming. But all you see is some spoiled brat child so demanding. Don't fuss so. You both know the rapture of the fight. It's not monstrous, it's just Claudia's healthy appetite. And I want more. Should I be the little miss and while away the hours? I think not. I'd rather hunt than cut up paper flowers. Thanks to you, the things I do verge on the obscene. What a pair of hypocrites. Well, this cat wants her cream. I want more. I want more. I want more.
You're too lenient.
You're too cold.
She needs to be punished.
She needs love and kindness.
I'll wander through the streets at night and find a charming couple who feared and such an angel lost could find herself in trouble. They can't resist my trembling lip, my eyes so filled with tears. They rest my head upon their necks. Oh dear.
During those years, Louis and I found an eerie contentment together, bound by our devotion to Claudia, our dark child.
Louis, you must read this book. The author has given us magical powers. What in? We can turn ourselves into steam and pass through a keyhole. And look at this. Apparently, we can transform ourselves into bats. What is taking so long? Claudia, don't rush her. She doesn't like to be rushed. I'm tired of waiting. Can't you go in there and help her?
You don't have it. She doesn't like me to fuss over her. She's not our little doll anymore. Those days are gone. Look at you.
Well, you are adorable.
Adorable.
Elegant. Look elegant.
Thank you.
We're off then.
I love the spring ball. I look forward to it all year. I love watching the young ladies in their pretty new gowns.
They annoy me. The way they giggle and whisper behind their fans.
I love to hunt the ball. I move among them, lost in a sea of mortals, their fresh young blood intoxicating.
You always do go a little mad this time of year, Lestat.
I do.
May I ask you a question?
Of course, my love.
Who is your maker? You never speak of him.
It is of no consequence. I was made. I made Louis. I made you. We have each other until the end of time. That's all that matters.
Lestat, Claudia and I have been giving some thought to a journey. To taking a journey. On our own. To where? Europe? To search for others of our kind?
But why would you want to go halfway around the world when we have each other? A little family is all we'll ever need.
We've been saying that for years, but we want to find others who are like us. To learn from them.
You cannot make this journey.
Why not?
Obviously, the crossing alone is too dangerous. You would not be safe during the daylight hours.
We are not your slaves, Lestat.
I have never thought you were. you tread, girl.
I'm not a girl. I have not been a girl since you stole my life 30 years ago.
Claudia, you have preferred death. You would not have lasted one night on the streets.
Lestat, my savior. My angel.
Must I endure that for the rest of my life?
You lied to me. I thought I was going to heaven.
I saved you from the grave. I gave you eternal life.
The truth is, you made me because you are afraid to be alone. You made me to keep moving with you. You didn't do it for us. You did it for yourself. Always for yourself.
Claudia!
Did you kill your maker?
Oh.
Is that the reason you never speak of him? Did you kill him, Lestat?
Louise, do something about her. I cannot endure this. There is no reason for it! You break my heart.
You see? He will never let us go. Oh, it's absolutely steaming in there. Oh, hello. You're a pretty little girl. And you're all alone. How old are you, darling? 40. What an adorable sense of humor. How old are you really? I'm 10. Well, in a few more years, when you've blossomed in all the right places, you'll have every man here fighting for a dance with you. Well, not with such a sour face. Show me a smile. Can you show me a smile? I like your perfume.
Claudia!
There you are.
Who is this handsome gentleman? Your pa. Uncle. Your uncle.
Claudia's parents passed away years ago. Would you care to dance?
I'd love to. Let me tell you a secret. There is nothing more attractive than a man raising a child on his own. I have spent so many years in fancy lace and beaded gowns. I have set my hair 100 ways, my face unpainted off and hammered down. This body bears a telling tale. They pinch my cheek and wish me well. For all their patronizing smiles, this frame remains a prison cell. They look at me and what they see is one more painted china doll, a sweet and coddled daughter with a painted man, a sweet treat, and a parasol. Inside of me there lives someone who could have been
Where's Louis?
I asked him to give us some time alone.
Claudia?
Let me speak first. I know I have been tedious lately, but I want to make peace. I want things to be as they were.
That is all I want as well. Your words have been a torment to me. Yes, I made you and Louis to be my companions. These were selfish acts. I should have stopped to reflect, especially before I took them. But I've always been impulsive.
And a liar.
That too. I've never spoken of the past because I do not wish to recall it. You and Louis have made me forget it. You and Louis are all I have ever wanted. And I have been content all these years. But I saw your pain tonight. I did not know how much you suffered.
But I'm done with suffering. I want to be free of it, and I want to make it anew. And so, I brought you a present.
Present?
A peace offering from me to you.
Claudia.
She had a little too much to drink. Here's Louis. And I still wanted this night to be just for us. I'll ask them to give us some time. I told you to stay away.
What are you planning?
I need to do this. Do not interfere.
Lestat?
Something's wrong. Too much absinthe. She's poisoned me.
Absinthe and laudanum?
Louis!
You do not have remorse enough for what you've done to me!
Claudia!
Stay back! Only with your death will I in the suffering!
Dear God!
You see, he is not so strong!
Dear God!
We're free of him!
I cannot bear this!
We're free!
No! You killed us! He cannot die this way! He cannot die this way! Run! Pain, pain, the torrent. Death would have been welcome. But the blood of Marius gave me the strength to endure it. For years I lurked on the outskirts of the human world until I was able to make the long voyage back to Europe.
When stars are born, are they cast out to wander cold and lonely, lost in space? A loveless point of light that can't return, forever fixed within one place. When love is lost and dreams are cast like bruised and battered pieces left to die. When hands that reach out are betrayed, how can my tortured soul survive? There's only one thing left, and that's the one thing that you needed most of all. For the freedom that you gained is the loss that led you aimless to the shore. And I'm borne high on these waves, swept by the wind and alone. Sail me away Your callous shadows mock, and to make it clear some things were not enough to make you stay. The moment time stands still is the moment that the writing's on the wall. The words are clear as ringing bells. The pride is present right before the fall. The staff. You were right, Armand. As painful as it is for me to admit you were right, they've left me.
Who's left you? Where's Gabrielle?
Gone to the four winds. You made others, didn't you? You should have seen us. We were impeccable. The trio of deadly hunters, and we had 30 elegant years with the world all to ourselves.
The world to yourselves.
It's a new world. Did I not say that? I'm sorry, my mind is still clouded.
What happened to you, Stan?
She rose against me, and she was brilliant. She planned it and laid her trap with perfect cunning. It was admirable, really, something I might have done myself. But he knew it would take more than poison and a sharp blade to end my life.
They did this to you. The ones you made.
Not him. He never could. He never would. The fire was not his doing.
Fire?
All around me. I crawled to the window and fell out.
How did you survive?
Blood of the ancient.
Marius. You did not fight Marius.
No. The blood of my maker, Magnus.
Magnus. Yes, of course. Without it, you would not have survived.
So you see, a small infusion would give me strength and hasten my healing. A small infusion would clear my mind. I don't want to stay in Paris. I don't want to trouble you or the others. I'm asking for this small thing.
Are you asking for my blood?
Your ancient blood, yes. Otherwise, I am at the mercy of time to restore my strength.
I am glad you came to me this time. But I cannot keep it to myself. I'm sure the others will want to see.
I could not let them not this way.
Always the vain Lord. You must have seen the little drama we're putting on. We have some delightful layers.
The other small thing?
I am glad you came to me. There are some details I must attend to. Rest here now. I will come back to you soon. myself. They've been asking for you.
Isn't that a lady?
And the roll.
Do not be afraid, my beautiful.
God save me, what are you?
A lonely soul who wanders the night in search of one who can satiate the hunger in my desolate heart. I have flood I found, and now I must drink of your beauty. If not,
If not,
I will surely die of longing.
please don't die.
Then surrender to me. Surrender.
There, it is a vampire.
Claudia! God!
Back, you fiend! Get back in the name of Almighty God! Die!
No!
Die! Return to hell from whence you came! Praise God! The vampire is dead!
Armand, how long have they been here?
Almost 2 years now. They told us they came from the New World. They were never forthcoming from others of our kind there. And though we asked them many times, they would not speak of their maker.
Why did you keep it from me?
We had to be certain these were the two that brought you such harm. You did not give me their names. You did not mention she was a child.
I'm not proud of it. What I did to Claudia was unforgivable, and I paid the price. But our crimes against each other are not the reason I came to
Any
you.
crime against our kind must be reckoned with.
I did not come for vengeance on mine.
Down.
I did not come for vengeance. I came for the other reason, that small maid. Are you going to help me?
By and by.
You're wrong.
Steph! Dear God, it's Lestat!
Louis.
No, I want to leave now. Louis?
Let me go! I want to speak to Lestat!
I do want to.
What do you mean to do? Claudia,
Louis?
Is this the one, Lestat? Is she the one who contrived to kill you?
she rose against me.
Did she attempt to kill you?
Yes, but I
You
thought...
killed me! He snatched me from my mortal life! 6 more years and I better cut that shit! Do not judge me until you've been forced to live forever as a child.
Still I say, for you excel in virtues common in the infidel. Mongrel bitch who feels compelled to twist the rules to suit herself. Do we look at me and silly fool? Do we look like we beg for the likes of you? What possesses you to cross the line when you know what it means to kill your kind?
Crime that you kill your kind. No greater crime than to kill your kind. No greater crime than to kill your kind. There is a greater crime. My crime against her was far worse than death. Yes, she rose against me, but I do not blame her.
Still rides a carousel. She swings high and low like the gates of hell. Let the rat in the gutter pick the tick from the floor. Make a dog play the role of a common whore. Look at me, scorn and son. Do you think in this world there's a place to hide? From the ancient ones to the next in line, it's always been a sin to kill your kind. No greater crime than to kill your kind. No greater crime than to kill your kind. No greater crime than to kill your kind. There's no greater sin. There's no greater crime than to kill your kind. No greater crime than to kill your kind.
Claudia! Claudia! Have you not heard what I said? Why do you care what she did to me?
Do you not want justice, Lestat?
Justice was done. It is settled between us. Claudia, it is settled.
But she broke the oldest of laws. She rose against her maker.
What did we know of the laws? Tell them, Lestat!
I knew nothing of your old laws!
Excuse me if this is unexpected. Present company accepted. Ignorance of what we teach leaves help somewhere out of your reach. No Judas kisses really here. My crossing evidence is clear. There's no greater crime than to kill your schemes, no schemes, come back to haunt your birds and dreams. We come not here for sex and age, the passions, the weakness of the moral race. Enough is enough, I'm done, so take her. No greater crime than to kill your maker. No greater crime than to kill my wife. No greater crime than to kill your wife. No greater crime than to kill your kind. Oh yeah! No greater crime than to kill your kind. No greater crime than to kill your kind. No greater crime than to kill your kind.
Claudia, I was the one. I set the blaze. Make them stop this.
Listen to me, I do not want vengeance!
Claudia, help Palestine.
This is not justice, Mom. I will not do this to my name. I do not want vengeance! Gloria!
Die the sun.
Father,
Could not prevent it.
Prevent Claudia.
Louis, we have to scatter her ashes. We cannot leave her to return. Help me, Louis. Help me with the ashes.
Well, they gave me nothing. I could have stopped them.
Never could have stopped Armand.
I could have stopped her in New Orleans. I could have prevented all of this. I knew she was planning to rise against you. I could see your death in her eyes.
You think in the end she understood?
Why do I always do nothing?
Do you think she understood I held no malice against her?
My passivity about all of this. My weakness is at the core of it all.
Come back to New Orleans, Louis. We can find solace in each other.
I will never find solace. She was my solace. She stood between me and the abyss. Her love allowed me to exist. Without her, I cannot.
You will not go into the fire. Tell me you will not go into the fire!
I wish I could. Dear God, I wish I could. If only I had had the strength years ago to end it before you found me. If I had the strength to end it then. None of this. My weakness is the cause of it all. Out of weakness, I let myself become the thing I am when I knew it was wrong. In weakness, I stayed with you when I wanted to leave. My weakness enabled Claudia to cut you down. The very thing that was her undoing. See? Weakness is the real evil.
Come back to New Orleans, Louis.
There is no comfort there! The world is one bleak ruin of ashes and death. Why did you not tell them I set the blaze? Why?
I could not lose both of you! We come back.
I do not blame you for her death, Inspector. But I cannot have you near me.
Forgiven you. You cannot leave me after I have forgiven you.
Still you believe you can turn a key and unlock all my pain. See the vengeance of the flames. Make no mistake, though my heart breaks, I'll find a way to mend. For us this is the end. Embrace it. Embrace it.
Don't leave now, Louis, not now. Our child is ashes.
for this moment, for this beautiful moment. What is this taste on my lips? A taste so sweet, what can it be? What is this scent on the air that fills my lungs and comforts me? Whispers low, how does it feel? To savor of such just revenge, to smell the fragrance close, and drunkenly inhale its pain. Oh, can it be your countenance is stripped of all its dash and dare, and one of your bold confidence could it have drowned in your despair? And after all this time, I wash my hands with your slain and celebrate your fall from grace. Preserve that sad look on your face and praise what God might manifest himself to be such as us. For vengeance that at last is mine comes sweetly after all this time.
You never meant to help me, did you?
You who destroyed all. You who took everything. What made you think I would help you? If you would allow me to recall how my requests were swept aside, at every instance I beseeched you, I was shut out and denied. You shattered the words I once conceived from the moment you arrived, and now you wonder why I gloat here, reveling in your grand demise. You're arrogant beyond content. You beg to share my precious blood. I no sooner you in my veins than to see you with the ones you love. And after all this time, I wash my hands of your charade and celebrate your fall from grace. Preserve that sad look on your face and praise what God might manifest himself to be such as us. For vengeance that at last is mine comes sweetly after all this time. Farewell, Miss
I want you to know it was not the blood of Magnus, it was not his ancient blood that enabled me to survive.
Who's there? Margaret.
I found him. I have spent time with him, I have drunk from him.
I don't believe it.
He spoke of many things. He spoke of you.
Of me.
What was it he called? Oh yes, his crime.
You lie.
The greatest crime he ever committed against his kind. Armand is empty, he said.
Stop.
You cannot feel a love.
Stop this.
He will regret you until the end of time.
Lies! All lies! He loved me!
Every bone in my body broken, I lay on the stone walkway, aware of the inevitable dawn and my impending doom. As I lay there, I wondered, when we pass non-existence, are we forgiven all things? Then I remember being lifted off the earth, moving through the air. There were stars, a multitude.
Are you feeling stronger tonight?
A little. Was it flight, Marius? Did we fly?
Tell
again you have saved me from my own destruction.
Why did you not call out to me, Miss Anne? If you had called to me in New Orleans, I would have come.
I was ashamed.
Boy,
And Louis, I should not have done it to either of them. I should have listened to your word. But I never have listened to anyone really, but somehow I know now.
and you suffered for it.
I have been to the circle of hell and come back out. That is what you intended when you sent me away. To suffer loss, to see others die, to know anguish, and grief, and remorse. I have known it all. I have had my lifetime. I plunged into the stream.
And your dilemma.
For today this body bore the burden of his kind, the quest to learn why I was made, the endless search for signs, through all my rage and tender stages, through decades drenched in blood, the source of our existence came between the ones I love. Strange to say, I still love much of this human world. And though I have no mortal life, there's much there to observe. And if condemned to loneliness and a loveless future now, it's my intent to find new strength and blend into the crowd.
So you still wish to go on?
I do. Those I love are gone, I have the least reason to live than I ever have, and the most desire. I'm curious to see how it all unfolds. I'll applaud and I will weep.
Oh, yes.
I'll never make another satisfied desire. Playing God for family only orchestrates the fire. I know to kill the innocent is wrong, and from the dead a new awakening comes.
It is time.
Time.
I had to wait until I was sure of you. I had to know your purpose. Come. I will take you down.
Now,
Don't be afraid. It is very unlike you.
Akasha and Aiken, they're still alive?
Their blood flows in all of us. Through them, we are connected to all of our kind. Even those who have passed from the earth.
May I approach?
Of course.
Thank you. Akasha. You are beautiful. Incomparably beautiful.
Together you and I, my son, have watched the world collide and found the joy in what it means to touch the other side.
The angels came in heaven's name and swept my ashes up.
The pulse of love within my life is never quite enough. The constant fight within me
thrill that fills my heart, helping me to stand alone, and from the dead their ancient eyes watch over me. It seems from death this tortured heart is finally free. I no longer see the dark gift as bleak, eternal curse. Some family I've created still populate the earth, and some remain with God forever young. And from the dead a new beginning comes, and from the dead we feel the strength we've never known. A thrill that fills our hearts, helping us to stand alone, and from the dead the ancient ones help us believe. It seems from death's great roots that form a family tree, and from the dead there comes a healing and a hope. Like music on the wind, the perfect pitching of a note, and from the dead the cold pale moon begins to bleed. It seems from death our tortured hearts are finally free. It seems from death I sense this night was made for me.
My need to go is hard to find. I want to gaze upon this world just like the northern lights. And of all the things about you that I'm going to miss is the bond we formed forever through this crimson kiss. My Samson